Hey everyone, I'm Kloo. Welcome back to some more Empires of the Undergrowth. So, been hard at work? Not really. Building up the colony, right? We got a ton of resources off of that one mission, right? So, it feels like I could take on the challenge, but at the same time, I don't think I could. I think we're going to do this on easy. Give it a go, right? Just because it's 6,000 compared to any of these on their challenge mode, which is only 2k resources. So I think we're going to do it on easy, right? And see if we can finally get a hang of it. Again, it's all just about speed, but also cutting them off. Going into their colony is never going to work because they just have level 3s on any difficulty. So yeah, we'll give it a go on easy and we'll see how it plays out. Stun, significantly better than taunting. And I don't know, I just don't know what is the best path forward in terms of collecting everything. I know I need to go straight for food. Right, so we basically just grab that. I don't even need to dig that out. Get a free one.
If they don't find food quickly, they will all
and go just start collecting food. Right, I just need to be quick. Right out the gates. Right, so we do that. And then we go to one. Do that and just go. Done.
Party of minor workers could lead any number of deadly jungle creatures.
I will want to eventually dig this out, right? So I have a decent food storage. I like the placement of everything we've been doing, so I'm going to keep that.
Workers have located a patch of young seedlings.
Right. So we have our food, we have our fungus place, or whatever you want to call it, and then we need to build everyone else. I'm going to build the workers here. I think we still want 3s, right? 3s are just the best in terms of leveling. So that's workers. There is no one here, but there is a hole.
Leaf chunks are not
Should be fine.
Directly. Instead, they are used by the very smallest.
So as soon as we get to 10, we can go back to colony work,
fungus.
right? Because they're going to decay, and that's the big thing we want, is to make sure we're using the time effectively to have everything decay. So I do want a mass food storage. Probably going a bit too ballsy on the food storage, actually. Do that, and then we can build some more workers. In fact, do that, and then we can build some more workers. Right? Ah, they're digging the wrong side. It's fine. Salvageable. So worker, worker, worker. Another worker.
The ants' activities outside the nest have not gone unnoticed. They are being watched.
Yeah, look at that. It's significantly less. I think we should be able to win like this. I'm pretty sure we don't even have to compete with them, right? As long as we're just quick enough at gathering. Okay, so they should hatch. They can do the work here. They need to go back to collecting because we don't have any leaves. We still have some leaves on the piles, actually, generating. We want to try and make sure that this is always maxed out. We don't need a ton, but at the same time, I want a ton. Just so I don't have to worry about building. Right, I can just always send them out collecting. They can go help for now until we get a ton more leaves, right? Because there's nothing to do in the nest. We will dig this out though, eventually. And we're just waiting now, right? Bring the leaves back, wait for them to decay. We do need to start building some of the fungal removal. So that's fine, we'll do 4 of them. You guys can go back to nest activities, right? So I have some digging, some building. But then get ready to join again. Storage is fine. Bring them to here, so that's fine as well. I can't remember if this counts towards this. It must. It must be wherever the leaves decay. It's fine. Alright, we should be able to place some more workers. I think 3 more. And then we focus on a few soldiers before we focus on a big boy. So we're waiting for 20. Because this also gets us the little workers, which are what we really want. Right, so they can micromanage all the food. There's another one. Done. You guys can go back to harvesting. Perfect. Build, build. Good. Side is nowhere near depleted. There is a big leaf here, so that's something to remember. Right, because the small ants can't do the big leaves, from what I remember. That's why we need the other ants. So we're waiting for 80. Yeah. Where's all my nice music in the background? Do I not get it because I'm on easy? We just build more as well. I really want to get this full, right? So that we have the maximum amount decaying. It's still so slow. No, I'm gonna wait for 80. I think it's worthwhile to get the bigger ants. 70. Go back to colony work. Right, build the last one. Should be fine. And upgrading the storage, right? I'm still pretty sure it increases the speed, the rate. We should get the prompt soon enough to see exactly how many. I think it's 2k less on each difficulty. So I'll be curious to see. We can start getting some bigger leaves, which is great. We should definitely go ahead and upgrade whatever we can, just because it helps. Right, that should allow us to upgrade this one. That should allow us to upgrade this one as well. 7, perfect. Should allow us to upgrade the 2. Yep. Yeah, look at that. We start so much closer. It's still 10,000, but we start significantly close to one another.
Accessible leaves are located to the north of the nest entrance. However, another atta colony has already laid claim to them. The close proximity of these nests places the two colonies in direct competition with one another.
They already have
Time will
soldier
tell
ants.
which has the potential to grow into a great empire, and which will submit to the unforgiving law of the Undergrowth.
Yeah, so we just have to go for some big ants. So everyone go on collection. Right. There's no enemies, so we don't have to swap sides. Just so painfully slow, unfortunately. Look, we should be able to get above them fairly quickly. It's just their soldier ants are the worry, right? Because I saw they had 3 compared to our 1. I mean, it feels like we're doing good. Right, we're bringing leaves. We're not heading to 0. They just got a huge amount, though. There's another soldier. We need some more workers. Still significantly slow, though. Ah! I'm gaining on them. As long as I see us get ahead of them, I will feel it's doable. If we don't get ahead of them, I will feel it's not, unfortunately.
A brightly patterned jumping spider,
Oh, that's what we didn't want.
One of the workers.
We need to swap sides.
This expert solo hunter combines extreme agility with incredible
Fine,
vision,
swap.
allowing it to pounce on unsuspecting.
Still have tons of
prey
leaves
with pinpoint
at the ready.
accuracy.
We are closing the gap. We just need more ants. More usable ants, right? They can actually grab proper leaves, not just those small little 21s. Yeah, look at that. They put in the work. Right, we're at 60. Yeah. Yeah, no, you definitely need to go straight for the big ants. I shouldn't have built so many small ants. It's just so impactful getting the bigger leaves. I kind of want to just hold out and grab a big boy. But I think we will go one more soldier before we go for the... I should really learn what they're called. Well, it's just major, medium, and minor, right? No, it's worker, soldier. No, it's media, and major. Yeah, whatever. I'll call them what I want. Okay, so we're almost at 80 for another one. Right, but we have tons of food stockpiled, which is great. Build and then swap the activity. So build there. Once we see one go start building, we move it over. Everyone else can go harvest. I really want to get this full though. That's when we know we can start going crazy with the building. No, they're still ahead of us. It's fine. Slowly gain on them. Build the rest of the food storage. Maybe going for so much storage is also an issue for me. We're bringing back a ton of leaves, and it looks like we can swap back to the other side again. Do they have a big ant yet? Doesn't feel like it. I feel like that's just a normal soldier ant. Right? Hopefully. Almost at 80. We'll wait for the 150.
As the sun sets below the horizon, and the thick rainforest canopy shrouds all but the slightest glimmer of moonlight, the predators of the night begin to emerge.
Build them here. Okay, so we need to clear, because we should hit 150 because of the amount decaying as well. So we can build, what, 7 here? Which is fine. Should be able to upgrade the one in the middle too off of that. With 20 away, which we should hit. Well, that's slightly an issue. Yeah, everyone's going to have to come back.
These rove beetle larvae are distant relatives of the European devil's coach horse. Despite a few million years of separation, they share the same carnivorous appetite, razor-sharp pincers,
Go back to harvesting the
and
food.
most importantly, a fearsome final form.
Yes, but we don't have to worry about the final food. It's kind of annoying that obviously we get no benefit for dealing with them. What can you do? So this will be a big ant. Our first one. Right? And we're right behind them. But with the big ant, we can start stripping these leaves. Which is really important for speeding things up.
Cutters have raised their first major ant.
Go harvest. Everyone go harvest.
Muscle to power its crushing jaws.
Right, and then we want to head up here and start contesting their area. So we really want to steal this from them. These two spots. Right, and then we can compete over this, but we're closer. That's the goal, at least. I want to build, I think, one more big one. Before I swap back to soldiers. Right? We're clearing the decay fine. You don't have to worry about upgrading till the little brood rooms are full. On easy, I doubt we have to worry about anything hitting our nest. So yeah, we just focus on harvesting and building. 120 more. And we should overtake them fairly soon as well, at this current rate. And once we get 3, I think that's when we go after their territory. Yeah, look at that. We overtook them already on easy. Yeah. That was my dog, by the way. He's had enough of listening to me talk about ants, apparently. Okay. How are we looking here? 400 and something still, so we're fine to harvest. We probably want to head back to this one, because there's a lot more minor ones on the ground. In fact, you know what? I'm going to split it up. Because these guys can deal with the minor ones, and then these guys can still pick off the big leaves. Yeah, and they're stripping that one. We don't have to worry about anyone in the nest. It's good. K's going down. Should be able to grab another one. And then we can go after their territory. And hopefully bring back a bunch of food to then just create a bunch of soldiers. Come on. 27 to go. Upgrading has to increase the decay, surely. You know what? I say this every time, because I just don't know if it's true. But it definitely feels like it increases the speed at which the leaves decay. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to upgrade. You guys can go back to colony work. We should be able to build this guy now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Perfect. How are we looking? 400 still there. 130 still there. Yeah, we've overtaken them, but not by much yet. Harvest. Do we lose someone somewhere? It's interesting. We didn't get a prompt or anything about being attacked. Well, maybe I just didn't have the food for the second one. Go back to upgrading. That. Any 6s? Anything we see here that we can upgrade, I should just upgrade. Straight away. Because it's impactful. I'm sure it is. Right, that one's almost picked clean. Then we can move everyone back to the same side. Upgrade. That one. Yeah, and then we just want to fill these out. Probably fill out this before we go for more soldiers, right? Because 3 and 3 is pretty powerful. And we want more of the little guys. Yeah. I think that's fine. Alright, swap sides. Right, because there's just more food here anyway. And we can leave it till the end to pick it off completely. We're going to do that. Come back. Do that. I think because they're set not to attack. That's how we lost one before. Without the game telling me. 20, done. Okay, so 10, 3, and 3. So soldiers are next. We're almost 100 above them. We are 100 above them. I think it's time to head up here. And try to deal with this. Try to steal their food from them. Because I think we have the manpower to take it from them. And then we just continue to build as we get the resources. So we have 300 eventually, right? So I assume it's 1-to-1. It's just about waiting. Upgrade what we can. Will that lead to anything else being upgradable? No. Yes, that one. But not that one, I think. Yeah, and then that's it for here and here, I think. No, this should lead to those two being upgradable. Yeah. Right, we have a fight. It's just a worm.
A young velvet worm.
Right, the big guy should put in the work.
Ecuadoriensis is lurking over
Yep,
ground.
stun is great.
These ancient mysterious
Why do they turn into like dewdrops when they die?
They creep toward
Oh, it must be the
victims
acid that they spray.
on soft hollow legs. Once in range, they squirt oscillating streams of slime, forming a wide net that entraps their prey.
Yeah, that. Okay. Leaves are breaking. Probably go for another big ant. Right? Because we should get enough while we wait for them to bring back a ton of leaves. Oh, they've gained back somehow. I think because we're moving so far, right? So now we have to come all the way here to harvest. But I do think stealing from them is very important. Yeah, they're above us again. Maybe I should just pick off where we can get to. No, but we need to cripple them. So I almost need to attack them as well. But I think just racing them for the resources is still decent as well. We're close, but I'm just going to go for more soldiers, I think. Yeah. Mainly because they overtook us. So in terms of numbers, they're catching back up. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's a real pain having to travel this far to get the food. But that's the whole reason we want to saddle them with it. Right, because then they only have this to deal with. Although there's tons of food here as well.
Daybreak has arrived, and the creatures of the night
yeah, we should get to another 80.
Crevices of the undergrowth. For the ants, however, the objectives of the day remain.
But at least it feels competitive, right? We're neck and neck with them rather than on the other difficulties.
And process leaves. There is no time for rest.
It's fine. Our decay is keeping up. Everything looks good. Just really need to bring back more leaves. Maybe I should differentiate. I should have the small party continue to collect the leaves here. And then leave the big party to contest with them. And we should probably start engaging them. Because the other thing to do is to pick off the ones that grab leaves, right? Because then we don't have to worry about getting the leaves. I think we're gonna fight, in all honesty. Oh, that's the right way.
An ant has fallen prey to a wandering harvestman. Its long, slender legs keep its
fine.
vulnerable body elevated high above the leaf.
Build another big boy.
When threatened, it can release strong-smelling odors to deter other predators. A stern response will be needed to drive this striding nuisance away.
Where's all our units?
Overwhelmed by the defensive leaf forces, the harvestman decides to make a swift exit.
They're all just split up everywhere. Because we're not really grouped up at any points. So we're collecting. Yeah, and we're only sending one at a time to fight, which is costing us food as well. We need to move as a unit. We're not doing. And we're running out of leaves again. At least the small ants are harvesting. Ah, but look at that, they've jumped up by 200. Not good. Alright, big ant to the rescue. And everyone else is coming too. What are you guys stuck on? You're fighting spiders. Great. Just great. It really pays to like take the time to group everything up. Rather than what's going on here. With the stragglers. You guys need to go back to harvesting. I think we deterred them. Yeah, they're going to the left there. Right? So they have a much further path. So we need to pick this off and pick this off. If we're going to overtake them. I just need to continue building. And then I need to send all the smaller ants for everything close. So that's what I was missing, I think. Splitting it up and sending the worker ants to collect closer things because they are slow. And then sending all the big ants to collect the big sections. Yeah. It definitely feels a bit better now. I have to worry about upgrades. I feel like getting a few more workers though. This has almost been picked clean. And then we can move back to this side. Get the rest of the leaves from here. And they should just be on food duty. They shouldn't worry about attacking. And it's not a good sign when we don't have any decay, because it means I haven't been building enough. And upgrades, right? It's probably time to start doing upgrades as well. At least for the worker ants, to speed them up. Because the main improvement, yeah, is the speed.
The ants will fight to the death.
Just a spider. Nothing to worry about. So let's do that. Let's upgrade these guys. And that way they can be a bit more efficient with their collecting. I assume there's going to be a stick insect somewhere here. Might not be. Let us harvest here. So we need to be taking their resources. That's the big thing. Right, there's still plenty of food coming in from here. It's good. We can upgrade a few more. That one as well.
One of the ants has fallen
yeah,
prey
I know
to a young leaf mimic praying mantis. Once in range, its long razor-clad forelegs.
But he's not doing a good job.
Pale victims with lightning speed.
You got one of us. It looks like we can sort of run away with some leaves. Well, they can join the normal party, I think, after that. Alright, upgrade for you, upgrade for you. I don't think I want to go past level 2 just yet. We just need the leaves coming. Okay, so they're going here now, right? So we need to go fight them. So turn food off. Because we just have to make sure that they don't get these vital areas, because these are the two biggest points. Build some more soldiers. Everyone's grouping up, that's good. Probably send the workers back to here while we're at it. Just so again, we have a steady supply of leaves coming in. We're going to start fighting. 2 on 1. 2 on 1.
Broken out over the harvesting rights to a sapling.
It's fine, we got him before. I need everyone else to come. Come on, you can do it. Prove you're stronger than them. Close. Build another one. The main group are coming too. Alright. This should be a bit better. Stun them. Problem is, yeah, again, see how they're spread out? That just causes so much destruction unnecessarily. Right? Because if we just have the numbers like that, we can win, we can overpower them easily. Rather than, you know, losing and having to spend the resources to gather them up. So as soon as we get the pushback notification, perfect. We can turn back on food. Oh, that's the right one.
From one of their harvesting sites.
They can harvest here now.
They've been easily startled this time, but they'll soon be back. And in greater
yes,
numbers.
but so shall we. So they are still ahead, but mainly because we've been fighting them. So I get these two, and then I want to get the rest of the big ants, and then I want to focus on upgrading. Stick insect somewhere? No. But the 1,000 here is the big thing, right? 1,800, 1,000. This is by far the best grove to try and collect from. 2 more? Plus maybe 2 here. We'll see. We almost done. No, there's still 285 there, so that's actually decent. To not worry about too much. It's going to be close, but I think we can get it done this time. This is such a long mission, though. In thinking about it, like we are churning out ants as fast as possible, and it's still painfully slow.
Leafcutters aren't the only ants nearby. Whilst the 2 atta colonies joust for territory, Odontomachus bowery trapjaws roam the clearing. They can be found hunting alone or in small packs for vulnerable invertebrates to take back to their nest. They use snapping claws to bludgeon their targets, exerting 300 times their body weight in a single blow.
We should come back with force. Go 1 more. Do we overtake them? We are overtaking them. Yeah, so as long as I beat them back again, we should be fine. So we're just going to wait there till they come again. And we're just hoping that the workers can take care of these ants. not doing a great job. I'm going to put fighting on. And hopefully they can just win by numbers. It looks like they should be able to. Okay, we want another big guy. They're coming, so we're going to fight.
A fight has broken out over the harvesting rights to a sapling.
Should push them back. Looks like they are leaving. A few more. While we're still harvesting away. Then we come up here. Right?
Opposing leaf cutters have been cleared from an area to the northeast. Harvesting operations can now continue.
Yep, sounds good. We get some more big ones. We have no leaves in storage, which is the worrisome thing. Let's go back to harvesting on this side. Decent chunk coming in though. We should hit another big ant. And we're still ahead of them, but I just don't like how close it is. Right? It feels like we should get the advantage soon. Maybe if I go back to collecting closer to us. No, they're coming back again. That's right, we're bringing a chunk of leaves back to start with. Perfect. And we should be able to fight them again. Yeah, but it's sort of like we're taking turns, which means every time we fight them, we shouldn't really fight them. We should just focus on collecting more than them.
Night falls, and under the cloak of darkness, velvet worms, bush
the
crickets,
stick
and
insect.
harvestmen emerge from their hiding places.
He's going to attack us too.
Any ants
How annoying.
the relative safety of the trail will likely.
You should have helped us.
End.
We could have been friends. Instead, you're going to destroy our ant. Yeah. Damn it. All right, you know what? Group up, and we're gonna pick off close areas instead. I think. Because the trek is really slowing us down. And we might have enough resources at this point to overwhelm them. Definitely want to go for upgrades. With the amount of leaves coming in. It's probably worthwhile upgrading the big ants. But we'll see. Alright, so I want to get an advantage over them before we go for this big area. Although, I mean, we could do a rough count, right? Say there's a 500 there, 1,000 there, and then another 1,000 here, right? Depending on which areas we go for, we should be able to win. We definitely have the numbers now. To not worry too much.
The ants must fight.
Yeah, it's fine. Another upgrade. And we're stocking up leaves. Okay, no. That's the game plan. Stock up leaves, so then we don't mind taking a big trek. But the problem is, right now we're not going positive in leaves, either. Right? We want to get this as high as possible so that going for a big trek doesn't matter. Yeah, but it's not quite working. Finding's not a big deal, even for a lone ant. Maybe if we get to like 300, then I'm fine going for somewhere further. Like going back to this area, maybe. Yeah, that definitely feels like that's the better play. Making sure we have leaves that can continue to decay while we go to the bigger areas to collect. Still not hitting 300. But we are almost done with this clearing as well. Alright, we'll go back to this side. It's not horribly far. You know what? No, we'll go here. That's better, I think. Like this 738 instead. Again, trying to fill up the stockpile before we encroach on their territory. Because again, we'd like to pick off this corner. It's definitely the best area to go for. But we are substantially above them, so I'm happy with that. But we're just over halfway. Which is not good. Because we're not really picking up pace or anything like that. Should bring back a ton now, which is great. Just want to get everything to level 2. So we can try and overwhelm them.
The ants must fight.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but every time I come to look, it's done. So it's more so the ants must win. Yeah, but look at that, we were getting close to 300, now we're not. Because of the extra distance we have to travel around this bend. We might be able to get a high number here. No, not quite. Another fight. The weevils, doesn't matter. How are we looking? Still 572? It's hard to see sometimes with the markers. It's fine. It's almost done upgraded. One more. And then we can focus on the big ants. But we are almost 1,000 above them now, which is great. We're almost to 300. Just keep bringing the leaves in. Thank you. I think we swap now. Go back for this area. What are these? 860. You know what? Go for that one. No, don't go for that one. That's further. Hard with the pathing, right? And what is this down here? It's a cricket. Go for that one. You I don't need so much anymore. Stay as a unit. Then hopefully this should make sure our stockpiles don't plummet. 150. I got rid of the wrong marker. I just noticed that. Lucky. Right, all of you go as 1. We're above 300, right? So by the time we get there, we'll definitely drop by a bunch. But hopefully we can bring back enough to make this worthwhile. Yeah, so that's definitely a mechanic I wasn't thinking about too much, right? Having a stockpile so that there is still resources being generated when we go for these big treks.
The ants will fight to the death.
Yeah, look at that. We're definitely going to hit 0 before we come back with a chunk of leaves, unfortunately. Which sitting on 0 is the worst thing, right? With no resource generation. So also then tying in the split up and having the small ants do something instead of just being picked off. I mean, we have the numbers now, so it's fine. Deal with all the things here, and then... Did we get slowed down by a worm? I think we got slowed down by a worm. 50, it's going to be close. It's definitely going to hit 0. Yeah, it's about to hit 0 before we bring anything back. Oh well. Nothing we can do about it. I guess that gives it time for the decay to fade away. We are bringing back a ton now, though. I think you're the last one. And then we swap to somewhere closer. Yeah, because every time we go for these areas, look at that. They catch up. And that's the problem. Because it's taking so long to come back and forth between this area. Come on. Show me this was worthwhile. 17. It's not much, and it's going to go away quickly. As long as we go back to positive, I'll be happy. Yeah, it's looking okay. 100, 150, 70, 80. But we're going to lose it again. How much is left? There's still a decent chunk left here, though. Yeah, no. So now we go back to 0 again, right? Because we're just not bringing enough back. So the only thing I could do to increase that is send, obviously, more ants. So maybe I am meant to build more worker ants to send with them, just to bring back enough small leaves. But we're staying ahead of them, so that's fine. It's just so annoying. Because I just don't quite understand the gimmick of the map. I mean, it's obviously fight them.
As the sun rises over the treetops above,
Is this closer?
the diurnal
It's probably
jungle
closer.
invertebrates emerge once
We'll fight
again
them.
to replace their nighttime counterparts. The ants will remain steadfast in their efforts. All must be risked for the harvest.
Right, we have a few ants coming, it's fine. You're not meant to be collecting there, though. They're picking off that leaf. It's almost like I want to sit with a bunch of ants just outside their base.
The leaf cutters have clashed due north of the nest.
It's alright, we have a big cohort coming in. Our worker ants can do decent damage against their big ants. And even our worker ants should be able to help pick them off. And we just want to cut them off as they bring these back. The rest of our group are coming back. Just enough to make them retreat. So then we can harvest this area. Come on, you're so slow. But again, in doing this, right? See how much they're catching up? And that's the worry. Because is that the right play then? Allowing them to catch up? Spending the time to fight them and attack them, all to let them catch up.
The opposing Atta colony has retreated from one of its sites to the northwest, leaving unguarded foliage ripe for the picking.
Yeah, I guess the go is to just always nab their food from them. We'll see how it pays out. Yeah, we're close to the 10,000 mark. We probably need a little bit more of the fungal storage at this point. I would like to go for a few more soldier ants, worker ants, probably more worker ants. Go for a bunch more worker ants. Done. Come on. Where are you? The little 7 that are doing the chores. We're still fighting. It's fine. See, now they're fighting us. It's not going as well as what I would like. You know what? Come get this leaf. It's a big 860. There's also this section down here. Yeah, just waste their time from the looks of it. Done. Definitely some upgrades are necessary. Deal with whatever the cricket is, it's fine. And then I think we just come here, right? And hopefully the gap that we have is enough to win. There's a few spiders, but the spiders aren't really tricky. The 860 is great. They're all leveled up. You can level these up as well. As they're built. Perfect. Our workers are doing their jobs. We're getting more and more soldiers. 860 should get demolished. It is. That's perfect to see. And hopefully this is enough to bring back. They still just... yeah, they were just doing nothing here because they're trying to retaliate. So that's definitely the go to bait their AI. One more. Done. Can I upgrade anything else? Can upgrade one more big boy. I definitely need to upgrade the K. Ah, sure, why not? We'll upgrade him. And maybe go for these guys next to. Die. 360. You know what? It's time. End this out. Just harvest from here, right? Because there's 1,000. Yeah, there's more than enough here. If I just harvest endlessly from here. And I think we should be able to get enough resources to beat them in terms of speed.
The battle has begun.
Yeah, no. Never a battle. So I think I just want to bombard workers. And we're just going for the end game now. To try and win. Do that. Definitely upgrade. Alright, we have to deal with the spiders, that's fine, they're no biggie. And now we just wait for the harvest, as it keeps reminding us. Upgrade what we can when we can. And this is definitely easier than the other difficulties without anyone coming and attacking our nest. We're still 1,000 above them. So we should be fine. Here's hoping, right? Because they've gone back to harvesting. Still going to take a while, though, to hit the goal. It's a bit annoying how slow this map is, in all honesty. Especially because there's not really much engagement, right? The wave one that we did the other day, that was fantastic.
The ants must defend themselves.
In terms of having to, you know, go after this, go after that, do this, do that, have night cycles, have day cycles. This is just cool. I'm going over here, I'm collecting food, and I'm waiting for them to come back. Speaking of which, here they come. And we're still going positive with the food, which is great. So we're 2k away from winning. So we should definitely beat them at this point, despite the immense travel time, because they are catching up. I would assume we can win. They are going to start fighting us, looks like. So we should do this. But God, I hate the goddamn pathing. They're all on this way here, and they were going to backtrack, I betcha. Turn off food storage as well. Food collection, sorry. And it's just wartime. You know what? We'll build a few more. Big boys. Let's fight and fight and fight and fight and fight. Alright, so you know this is ours.
The leaf cutters have clashed northeast of the nest.
This is our zone. You better go away. Alright, you can go back to harvesting. Bring back a ton for me. 1, 2, 3. Catching up again. It's 1 or 2 more cycles back. Should be enough. I still think the quickest thing to do is go to their nest and destroy them. But it does suck that they're a fully fledged nest straight away. Okay, so they're coming to fight us. So we sort of want to do that and just bring the leaves that we have back. And then go for a different area again. While they try and chase us. Yeah, because they're just waiting there guarding it. So if we go back here, right, and collect the food from here, we can deal with their smaller ants. Right, they're catching up though. That's worrisome. It sucked to lose right at the end here. But we only need 1,500 more, they need 2,500 more. So it should definitely be our win. Turn off food collection for now. And we're gonna have to fight. Okay, come on. Get this show on the road.
A fight has broken out over the harvesting rights to a sapling.
Problem is we need all the ants coming back. That was not the best party to intercept. Our big boys are coming. Let's find if we lose a few. They gonna do anything? God, them taking that back is awful. In hindsight. Right, that is gonna really boost their score. They want to fight? We can fight. Harvest a little, fight a little. It's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna watch their score just shoot up. God,
The leaf cutters have
that was
secured
bad.
a vital harvesting site from their opponents.
Right, so that means they're not gonna come here again. Hopefully this is enough to get the job done. We have a few more. I'm just gonna go for the upgrades, I think, instead of building more. No, they're still fighting us. They're just not happy. I mean, it looks like we still have the numbers. That's fine.
Dusk
But I don't like how close they got it again.
Fades, the daytime creatures withdraw to their hidden refuges to wait out the darkness. The ants can afford no such luxury. The cogs of the leafcutter machine will grind.
Okay, 1,000 to go in this nighttime period with all the enemies that spawn too. That's a bit worrisome. But we should have a ton of leaves coming in. So it's whether or not I go back for these areas. or we stay harvesting here where they're coming, which is probably not the go. I feel like we just completely swap. We just let them be, right, and try and get the last little bit from over here.
The leafcutters have clashed northeast of the nest.
Right, bring the leaves in, get our score up. And yeah, get the last little 800 from over here. Even just here's fine. And just don't worry about them at this point. What can we even upgrade? These guys. And I feel like this should be the last big push for our score. Upgrade what we can. Or it's only 700 to go. We're a whole... Well, they need 2,000. So even if they have access to these really good spots, I think we should be fine. And just with the head start they get and all the other difficulties, I just don't see how this is doable, in all honesty. It's taken us this much to just stay neck and neck with them till right at the end here. It's obviously doable, but yeah, it's out of my league at the very least.
The hillside Atta colony is falling behind. With their demise at hand, they have no choice but to strike back at their opponent.
Okay, so that means they're coming for us, right? We should get enough leaves here anyway. We might be a little bit shy. But that sounds like they're coming for the colony, right? Yeah. So we're just gonna wait here. In fact, you guys can just come out here and
The
collect.
ants must fight.
Make sure they're set to fighting. In actuality. Yeah, should be a piece of cake with the amount of ants we have. Done. Alright, I'm glad I did that on easy.
The ants have subdued their rivals and achieved dominion over the clearing. As the competition withers, they will extend their territory in all directions, firmly establishing their agricultural empire. One day, this colony will number in the millions.
It's interesting that there's a few maps that you can do it or not. Insane. Like, no problem at all. And then, like this map. I just can't see the way to play to win. When every other difficulty there gets such a huge advantage. Anyway, we got it done. We got our rewards. I'm going to build up the Firmicarian, and then obviously we'll do the challenge.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Yes, adapt to the desire for food. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.